some of the first time they ever saw their father cry was when they watched like Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah.
So you have these complex father issues, speaking of which, death of a...
People have started noticing that she appears increasingly uncomfortable and anxious, a perception that has only grown as online discussions surrounding the ongoing Hollywood controversy involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni continues to intensify. Across social media platforms, commentary is spreading through viral posts, reaction videos, and entertainment news coverage, with certain phrases like "be a Justin" gaining traction and being interpreted in different ways depending on the context, as is often the case with celebrity-related controversies. Even a single caption or short clip can spark widespread debate, especially when amplified by influencers and short-form video platforms. Much of the conversation now revolves around the contrast between carefully curated public images and the realities of behind-the-scenes dynamics in Hollywood. Blake Lively, long associated with a polished and highly managed public persona built through film roles, media appearances, and fashion influence, has been widely recognized as one of the industry's most visible figures. However, recent discussions have shifted attention toward reported tensions tied to a professional collaboration involving Justin Baldoni. Commentary from within the industry points to possible creative disagreements during productions, something that is actually quite common in film and television, where directors, actors, and producers often have differing visions. In most cases, these disagreements remain private and are resolved internally. But when high-profile names are involved, even routine conflicts can quickly become public. As media coverage expanded, different interpretations began circulating widely. Some narratives focused on alleged creative differences, while others highlighted the broader challenges that arise when multiple stakeholders attempt to shape a single project. Industry observers continue to emphasize that negotiation, revision, and compromise are standard parts of filmmaking, and that disagreements alone do not necessarily indicate misconduct. At the same time, the situation highlights how rapidly narratives can take shape online. Short clips, captions, and discussion threads often evolve independently, being reinterpreted across different audiences and communities. This has resulted in a wide spectrum of reactions, some analyzing professional dynamics within filmmaking, while others focus on larger themes like influence, control, and reputation in the entertainment industry. Entertainment journalists and analysts have also urged caution, noting that early narratives in high-profile situations are often based on incomplete or unverified information. As more details emerge through official statements or credible reporting, these narratives can shift significantly. Because of this, it becomes important to separate speculation from confirmed facts. Ultimately, this ongoing discussion reflects a larger trend in modern entertainment culture, where industry matters are no longer confined behind closed doors. Instead, they unfold in real time across digital platforms, with audiences actively participating in shaping how stories are told and understood. As the conversation continues to evolve, attention remains fixed on how public perception changes, alongside new developments and how quickly private professional matters can transform into global online debates. A widely circulated phrase, "be a Justin," has surfaced across online discussions, with its meaning shifting depending on the context and platform where it appears. As often happens with entertainment-related controversies, short-form content and viral posts have played a major role in amplifying attention and shaping how audiences interpret events. What might once have remained a relatively contained industry matter can quickly evolve into a broader public debate, driven by the mechanics of social media. In today's digital environment, even a brief caption or clip can be rapidly shared, reinterpreted, and amplified across platforms like TikTok, X, and Instagram, often generating massive engagement within hours. This shift reflects how modern entertainment narratives unfold, with audience reaction becoming part of the story itself. At the center of the discussion is the way public perception is influenced by established celebrity images and long-standing reputations. Blake Lively, known for her presence in film, fashion, and media, has built a highly curated public persona over the years, often associated with polished branding and high-profile visibility. In moments of controversy, that carefully constructed image can become a focal point for interpretation, with audiences reassessing it through the lens of emerging narratives. Industry observers point out that workplace disagreements in film and television are not unusual, particularly in productions involving multiple stakeholders such as actors, directors, and producers. Creative differences are a normal part of the process and are typically resolved through collaboration and negotiation. However, when these disagreements enter the public sphere, especially in cases linked to figures like Justin Baldoni, they often take on a different dimension. Media coverage and online commentary can expand the story beyond its original scope, introducing layers of speculation and interpretation. As engagement grows, audiences across platforms begin analyzing and reshaping the narrative from multiple angles. Some focus on perceived character dynamics, others on media framing, while many explore broader themes like influence, control, and reputation in Hollywood. This creates a fragmented discourse where multiple perspectives exist simultaneously, often without a single, agreed-upon version of events. Entertainment journalists and analysts continue to stress the importance of separating verified information from social media-driven interpretation. In high-profile situations, early narratives frequently evolve as more details emerge through official statements or credible reporting. This fluid nature of public discourse highlights how quickly stories can change as they move through different media channels. At the same time, the situation underscores the growing power of virality in modern celebrity culture. A single phrase or post can reach millions in a short time, shaping public sentiment and fueling widespread discussion far beyond its original context. Social media is no longer just a space for commentary, it actively influences how entertainment narratives are formed and understood. Ultimately, this ongoing discourse reflects a broader transformation in how Hollywood stories are experienced. No longer limited to industry insiders or traditional media, these narratives now unfold in real time across digital platforms, where audiences play an active role in interpreting, debating, and reshaping the story as it develops. Recent online discussions surrounding the ongoing Hollywood controversy involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has continued to intensify, with media coverage, social platforms, and independent commentary all contributing to a complex and highly debated public narrative. As the situation evolves, attention has increasingly shifted toward how quickly public sentiment can change in high-profile entertainment disputes, especially when social media reactions, entertainment journalism, and fan interpretations intersect in real time. Much of the discourse highlights how rapidly public perception of celebrities can shift when new developments emerge, whether through formal reporting, opinion-based commentary, or viral online content. In today's media landscape, narratives are shaped not only by official statements or legal filings but also by influencers, journalists, and digital communities that amplify and reinterpret events at scale. As coverage has expanded, some observers have pointed to the increasingly polarized nature of the conversation, with different audiences forming contrasting conclusions based on selective details or differing interpretations. Entertainment outlets have also played a role in shaping the narrative, sometimes through opinion-driven framing or satirical content that fuels further debate about the boundaries of media commentary in ongoing public disputes. At the same time, representatives and public relations teams connected to high-profile figures have been actively managing communications and responding to circulating claims. Even so, official responses often receive mixed reactions, as audiences weigh competing narratives and attempt to assess credibility using fragmented and rapidly evolving information. The situation has also sparked broader conversations about how allegations and counter-allegations are interpreted in the court of public opinion. In many high-profile cases, initial claims can shift significantly as new context, documentation, or responses emerge, leading to evolving public perspectives. Legal experts frequently note that public reaction can differ sharply from formal legal proceedings, where outcomes depend on evidence, procedure, and judicial review rather than online sentiment. Meanwhile, the rapid spread of commentary across platforms like X, TikTok, and Reddit has played a major role in shaping how audiences engage with the story. Viral posts, breakdown videos, and speculative threads can reach massive audiences within hours, creating a fast-moving and layered narrative environment where interpretation often spreads faster than verified information. This dynamic continues to raise questions about how modern entertainment controversies are consumed and understood. In an era where every post, headline, or statement can be instantly amplified, public figures are navigating a space where perception is continuously formed and reshaped through digital engagement. Ultimately, the unfolding discussion reflects a broader shift in how celebrity disputes are experienced today, no longer confined to courtrooms or official statements, but unfolding across an expansive digital ecosystem where journalism, commentary, and audience participation all intersect. As a result, the narrative continues to evolve in real time, shaped as much by public perception as by the underlying events themselves. In high-profile entertainment disputes, early narratives often shift as new details, responses, and perspectives emerge, creating a layered and sometimes complicated public conversation where perception plays a major role in how events are understood. Much of the discussion has focused on allegations and counter-allegations, connected to a professional film production involving reported creative differences and behind-the-scenes disagreements. Industry observers note that such tensions are relatively common in collaborative filmmaking, where directors, actors, and producers must balance different creative visions. However, when these disputes become public, they tend to attract far greater scrutiny and speculation than they would within a private production environment. As media coverage has expanded, online commentary has amplified a range of claims and interpretations, with some users suggesting broader implications about influence, control, and decision-making within Hollywood productions. At the same time, entertainment analysts continue to emphasize that public discourse often mixes verified reporting with speculation, which can make it difficult to clearly distinguish fact from interpretation. This has also fueled ongoing debate about media framing and its role in shaping public perception, as entertainment outlets and social platforms sometimes present stories through analysis, commentary, or even satire that can influence how audiences perceive ongoing situations, especially when widely shared and detached from full context. Parallel conversations have emerged around how celebrity relationships and public associations can impact perception during active controversies. However, industry experts caution against drawing firm conclusions based on social media activity or perceived silence, noting that public figures often adopt careful communication strategies during sensitive or ongoing disputes. Another major factor in the discussion is how quickly online narratives can escalate, particularly when viral posts or out-of-context quotes circulate widely and take on symbolic meaning, often leading to further interpretation or misunderstanding. This case also highlights the growing role of audience participation in shaping entertainment narratives. Platforms like TikTok X and Reddit allow users to react to, analyze, and reinterpret developments in real time, creating parallel streams of discussion that exist alongside official reporting. Ultimately, this reflects a broader shift in how Hollywood disputes unfold in the digital age. No longer confined to formal legal processes or traditional journalism, they now develop across interconnected platforms where reporting, commentary, and audience engagement continuously interact. As a result, the distinction between verified information and public interpretation remains central. The ongoing evolution of the narrative underscores how modern entertainment controversies have become less linear and more like dynamic digital ecosystems, shaped simultaneously by media coverage, public reaction, and unfolding developments.